All right, we're in, and here's what's going to happen. If you're listening to the podcast for free, normally you get one free one a week. You're going to get 3 possibly. If I can be bothered, stroke, and or remember to start the recording. Welcome to the show. You're welcome to the show. My name is Ian Lee.
I'm Catherine Boyle.
Let's see if we've got any new Patreons this week. I got a feeling that tonight's gonna be such a good night. Here we go. Sam came in hot with a new Patreon this week.
Where's the bell? Gone.
Imagine it. It's over there. Imagine it. Ding.
Imagine it.
And that's it. Thank you, Sam. If you want to support the show...
Sam was the one we were after all along.
Exactly. If you want to support the show and be part of the show, and we do this every Friday. We do like a 2.5 hour show every Friday. You get the first 30 minutes free, but to get the whole thing, to watch it live or to watch it back or to get it delivered as a podcast, just go to patreon.com/Ian and Catherine. Patreon.com/IAIN and Catherine with a K. Loads of different tiers. $3.99 a month gets you access to generally 4 shows a month, sometimes more, sometimes a little bit less. Code Brown last week. Thank you for telling everyone I had a rally bottom.
I was returning the favour from the week before, yeah.
You're welcome. I'm not embarrassed by it. I was
just
in a terrible
nature.
state. It's just nature dripping out. But as well as that, you get access to over 3,000 hours worth of shows. $4.99, $3.99. I've just saved you a quid. Just saved you a quid.
Mm-hmm.
Paulie D, Pugwash, Animo. Look at you freeloading scum. Sign up now. Sign up now, you scumbags. This is our job, part of our job. Anyway, so, yes, I've finally had the place decorated. I've gone dark. I nearly bottled it when, bizarrely, one of the decorators is the brother-in-law of Joe, who I used to work with at Jack FM.
FM, yes.
Who was one of the 2 nice people there to work with. The other one was a guy called Will. Everyone else was a dick. And I've gone dark. It does look class, doesn't it? But when they started putting this paint upstairs, and I walked up and I went, I have made a terrible mistake. This is way too dark.
An anguished phone call from him. He's saying, right, it's too dark. It's too bad. I've already mentally gone and bought the paint to do it myself.
Yep.
That would be a mistake. It's beautiful.
It is beautiful. And I said to the decorators, do you think it's too dark? And they went, oh, no, we think it looks nice. Now, of course, they're going to say that because they don't want to start painting again.
Of course they do. Double the money.
Oh, they were really nice. I like those guys. They're coming back just to hang out. And I am thrilled with it. It looks great. It's a very, very bold move for me. I have thrown out, from this room alone, so much stuff. Everything in this room, this is beautiful, right? Everything got taken out.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like that radio? Bush radio. It works.
Tell you what I'm enjoying.
Works.
The fact that everything's working now. Look, this record player goes with this counselling chair.
Yeah.
This sofa, I'm just trying to point, I couldn't do the weather. This sofa goes with those curtains you can't see.
Yeah.
It's all working. It goes with my chair.
Yeah. It does. I want to get a thick grey carpet, but I can't afford it. But that's the final thing. But, and there's going to be nice pictures up, everything in this room has had to justify its existence. Because everything got taken out. Everything had to justify. There was loads of crap in those cupboards. There's not now. In that cupboard there is board games. The board games from the top of my bookcase in the living room. I had 3 boxes of 3 files of important documents. Got it down to 1 box. The desk, as you can see, is relatively clear. Everything, the shelves, where are the CDs gone? They're in a box in the loft. I swear they've gone.
Oh, you didn't completely then.
I kept them. No, I kept the Monkeys and the Beach Boys. Everything else, Monkeys, Beach Boys, Beatles. Everything else is gone. And look at those shelves. Nice little bit of these things me and the boys made on various holidays. You know, you go pottery thing and you paint those. There is my Casio keyboard.
That's my head.
And there is my Donkey Kong 2.
That's the top of my head.
I'm going to get my reel-to-reel. So it's a nice little retro audio vibe. It is beautiful. I'm thrilled. I'm very, very lucky. But also, it's then prompted a clear out of so much other stuff. I got rid of 12 bags of books. 12 bags of books. Next up is my clothes. There's going to be ruthless.
You don't have a lot of clothes, I mean, compared to me.
Compared to you, but I do, and I'm going to be ruthless. Then it's the garage. And I started in the garage. And, well, I got rid of two big, obvious things, right? Everything in this room has had to justify. Everything that came in, I went, do I want it? Right, do I want it? Yeah. Do I need it in this room? This is my work, this is my studio, and this is my office. Do I need it?
You better not go full condo on me. Does it spark joy? If it doesn't spark joy, you've got to get rid of it. Some things don't spark joy, but you need them.
Would you, if it was covered in shit, would you clean it or chuck it? No. Look at the joy. I bought a 1930s Bush radio that works.
Finn's Barmy Brunch says you could have sold the books. No, you can't. No one wants to buy them.
No one wants to buy books, Finn. No one wants to buy books. No, a lot of charity shops don't even want to take books. I couldn't get rid of it. I didn't burn them. What do you think I am? Fahrenheit 451. Grow up. There we go.
Actually, he's given me quite a few from my classroom.
I have.
John Ronson.
All my John Ronsons.
They love John Ronson.
I've had books that are like 25 years that I haven't read, and books that I've had for 25 years that I read once 25 years ago, and I thought, I'll read them again. I'm not going to read my Murakami books again. So the Murakami have gone. A lot of the Beatles books. Right?
Do you know what? I think it's our generation that keeps things like that, because we were always taught books are precious. You mustn't write in them. Don't bend the pages back. But, look after them. Look after your things, right, is the thing. I think, especially if you were not massively wealthy when you were growing up, right? Look after your things.
Books are precious.
And if you don't, it's kind of an insult to the people that got them for you. So I think there's an awful lot bound up with things.
That's why I didn't throw any books away. I didn't throw any books away because I couldn't do that.
But
I did throw away a book by someone.
I had to give my books away because I realised that, like you, I had a load of books there that I was never going to read again, but I was keeping them like trophies or mementos. But they're no good on a shelf, are they? They need to be read.
You have not. You've not seen the living room, how tidy the living room is now. All that stuff has gone.
Yeah,
it's all gone.
Well, I did, because I saw when I went in there, I saw the snake indicating at the lack of stuff.
Now
that snake is a lot more active now. You can see.
Yeah. He's having a great time in there.
Also, he's bloody massive.
He's huge. He's 4 foot. He's probably longer than that. So, right. So I've been going in and out of the garage. The garage is going to get cleared out. Now I've got it in my mind. I can just get rid of stuff. It doesn't matter. So I got rid of two big things, right? Or at least I tried to. One of them, we've talked about Swavey, is now in a big vivarium. He was in one over there that was quite small, right? But they're still quite expensive. Probably worth about £50, right? Mm-hmm. So I put it on Facebook Marketplace.
Because of course you did. That's what you do with things.
Excuse me. I hate that place. I hate it, right? So I put the vivarium on Facebook Marketplace. And all right, I tell you what, let's do the TV first. So I found I've got a CRT TV, 13.5 inch. It works, and I put it on there for free. Have it for free. Tuesday, I get a message, Facebook Marketplace. Hi, still available? Certainly is. Can I come on Wednesday around 7:30? Yes, you can. I may be out, but I can leave it on the porch if you confirm on the day. Thank you. Wednesday. Hi, I can't come today. I have very important appointment. It's like when I was getting rid of those books. I can't come now. My husband's had a serious accident.
I am actually worried about people that use Facebook Marketplace because they all seem to come a cropper, don't they?
They do.
Just on the day when they're about to get the thing they really, really need.
So this is on Wednesday. Can I come on Friday or not? Sure, what time? Friday, me, 4:30. May I check if you're still coming today, and if so, what time? Hi, I can't come. Sorry, I'm too busy.
Too busy.
And I had so many incidents, including one where I actually feel a bit embarrassed. I didn't get scammed. I got taken advantage of on another one. I'm embarrassed, but we'll get there. So I thought, do you know what? I've had enough of this shite. Right. Why didn't you let me know you weren't coming? All you had to say was, I changed my mind and I don't want it anymore. And I could have changed the status from pending to available. I'm sorry, but some unexpected additional things happened.
Some things and some stuff. Some happenings happened. Okay.
I called him out. I said, it's not that you're busy, it's that you don't want it. I really don't appreciate my time being wasted and being lied to. My time being wasted and being lied to. Have a great weekend. Reply, I need this TV, but I don't have time to pick it up today. I'm not a liar.
But wait a minute. If that were the case, and we know it wasn't, if that were the case, he wouldn't have come in with, sorry, not coming. He would have said, could I possibly come and get it whatever day? Sorry to mess you around. I will be there.
Yeah.
Right? That is not the behaviour of someone who needs a thing.
Okay. So the vivarium. Now, this is where I was a bit embarrassed. I had a day the other day where I painted the door. I'd never painted a door before. It looks okay now because I kind of fixed it. But I'd never painted a door before, and I got all excited. I thought, I'm going to paint a door. The decorators did. I thought, I'm going to paint a door. And I Googled it, and the guy said you get primer, sander, prime it, sand it again. Then you brush the paint like this. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to do it. And I'm going to do the sander. I'm going to do the primer. I'm going to do all of that. And I did that, and 3 coats in, and it looked shit. And I thought, let me watch some. Then I watched 4 more videos, and they all said use a roller. Now, some of you will go, well, that's really obvious. But it isn't obvious to me. I didn't know. I did not know.
I think it depends on what kind of paint you use in the roller action.
Who knows? It's something I know nothing about, right? So I went and I've kind of fixed it, right? But at the time I was feeling humiliated by that. So this is why I allowed myself to be taken advantage of. So I put the vivarium on. So it's about 50, 60 quid. I put it on for 20 quid. Someone comes through. Hi, I hope you're well. Would you consider £10? I said, yes, I would. Exclamation mark. It's yours if you want it. Brilliant. I really appreciate it. Could you please send some extra photos? Thank you. That's when my spidey senses went off.
You know what's happening there, don't you?
What?
They need them so when they put it on eBay, they'd have to take the pictures.
I'd already sent 3 pictures of it. So
maybe they just really like
I took
snakes.
similar pictures. So this was on, I think, this was Tuesday. I said, I will do late tonight or tomorrow. When would you like to collect? Sent some pictures. Wednesday. Sorry for the slow. So that was Tuesday, like mid-afternoon. Wednesday at 7:30. Oh, no, right. Sorry for the slow response. Can I let you know when I can collect at 5 today, please? This is Wednesday. I'll let you know at 5 when I can collect it. Okay. 7:30. Can I come and collect this now, please? Thank you.
At night?
Yeah. Can I come
No.
And here's the thing, right? I was in my PJs. I had my James Farley t-shirt on. I had my PJs on. And it was like, I just want to get rid of it. Just want to get rid of it. Sure. Here's my address. How long do you think it will take you to get here? We'll be with you in 15 minutes. Thank you. Great. Here's the address, and let me know if you struggle to find it. Sorry, I'm slightly lost. Okay, I know where you are. I'll go and wait in the street with it. Right, okay. So I'm there in my PJs in the street with a vivarium, right? It's a woman who's been messaging me. A guy gets out of the car. I feel angry and embarrassed telling this story.
Was there a woman there at all?
Yes, there was.
Okay.
I feel angry and embarrassed telling this story, but I'm gonna tell it, right? So he gets out of the car, and I'm in the middle of the road in my PJs holding this vivarium. And as he comes up to me with his arms, he said, mate, really sorry. I've had an absolute mare. I've not been able to get the £10 out. Can I do a bank transfer? Now, what I should have said then was, no. When you get the £10, you can come and have it and walk back in, right? But I was feeling so low because of the humiliation I had imposed upon myself around the door. I was in my PJs. I was tired.
You wanted it to be over?
I wanted it to be over, and I just went, yeah, just take it, man. He said, what? I said, yeah, just take it. Just have it. Do you want a bank transfer? I said, no, just take it. And I came in and I felt humiliated, right? He was never going to bank transfer that money.
Hey, listen, he might have, but it was
No,
weird. Something smells off, right? So it takes them 15 minutes to get there. They get there within 15 minutes and then say something's happened on the way.
Yeah.
Well, then
you don't come. You imagine going to someone's house. I can't comprehend going to someone's house to buy something and then going, yeah, I haven't got the money.
They were quick to tell you they were getting a bit lost. Why wouldn't they say, oh, I'm really sorry, I'm going to be an extra 10 minutes, I need to go to the bank?
He was never going to transfer that money. And this has happened a couple of...
You know there's a scam they do sometimes where they do it in front of you, but actually they're not.
Yeah, I know that. Oh, no, he said, can I transfer it when I get home?
Because he doesn't have online banking.
I feel embarrassed, and I'm actually angry talking about it. I just wanted it done. I just wanted it gone. It's a tenner. A tenner doesn't matter. It's the fact that it's not a scam because I was well within my gift to walk away and go, no, bring the tenner and you can have it. That was within my power. And normally I would have done such a thing, but I felt very tired. I felt vulnerable. I was really depressed actually that day, and the next day my mental health kind of took a bit of a plummet, in part because of this. And I felt humiliated.
Yeah.
I felt humiliated.
But you know that's not your stuff.
I know totally that's not my stuff. I know totally that will be a pattern of behaviour that these people do. And there was also the slight thing of He just wanted your bank details. Yeah. Why would I want to give my bank details to someone? Why would I want to give my bank? I know there's not anything they could do. I don't want to give my bank details to some scumbag. And it's...
that's actually probably true, you know. So maybe you got away lightly.
Yeah. It was also the thing of... There was a slight thought, if I walk away, he knows where I live now. Is that something? He knows where I live. And I've had that, and there was a road rage incident about a year ago where someone went mental and was shouting at me, and I got terrified. And in both that and in this, right, I'm 52 next week, I'm not old. But in both that and this, I thought, shit, I'm not 24 anymore. I'm actually, I'm old, I'm not. But I'm not 24 anymore. 24-year-old with me would have told him to F off. Now, it's not the right thing to have done. The right thing to have done. 24-year-old me was going, fuck off. But I felt vulnerable because of my age. Is that too big a sweeping statement?
No, and the fact you're standing on your doorstep in your pyjama bottoms is probably not
and a
great
James Farley t-shirt was more of the embarrassing
That should have made
thing.
you feel great. It's just rubbish, isn't it?
It is rubbish, and it's Facebook Marketplace.
Every time there's a thing. Every time.
Have
you ever had a successful sale on there that wasn't a little bit odd in some way? No.
I'm going through these. No. All of these have been a bit the drum kit. That
was someone messing you about, and then you found someone lovely on there.
I did give that to a teacher, and I'm glad I did that. It's just, and it's so I've got a perfect decent CRT TV in there, and I'm just thinking, I'm just gonna take it to the dump. Yeah, I'll leave it on. It's free on Facebook Marketplace, but people really take the pee out of it, and it's significantly worse than it used to be. People are horrible. And I feel embarrassed by that story, no reason to. I feel humiliated, no reason to. And I feel angry. And it's and also I kind of came away from that thinking, it doesn't feel. I feel a bit. And at no point, so it was a woman who'd been messaging me, and the bloke came out, and I was kind of half thinking, at some point the woman's going to message me and say, thanks so much for that. That would have made it all right.
But it makes it all part. You can see that it's a move.
That would, if she'd have gone, I found out you gave it to us for free. That's really kind, thank you. That would have been all right.
Yeah.
But she didn't. Nothing.
Yeah, it's almost like that wasn't the object of the exercise, isn't it?
That's horrible, isn't it? I should see if they're selling. Let me see if there are any vivariums for sale on Facebook Marketplace.
Actually, you know what you should do? You should Google reverse image search your photos.
That's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point.
And see where else it's being shown. I bet you they're showing it.
Or, I'll be honest.
Why would they want all those pictures?
I'll be honest. They look like snaky people.
Or did they?
They look like... That's not mine. They look like snaky... people. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Metal?
Yeah. Anyway, so that's that, and that's disappointed me. But I got to put that behind me. It's my birthday weekend. Where are you taking me on Saturday?
For a treat.
Catherine's taking me out on Saturday. Doo-da, doo-da.
Someone on TikTok who first was enjoying Pete the Cat Mug, and now he's afeared, so I'm going to turn it around.
Okay. So we're going...
Who could be frightened of this lovely boy? It's a Gail Myerscough creation.
Dunk says, we've only sold once on Marketplace. Then for some things, I had people saying, can I pay you via this and that? Things we hadn't heard of. We avoided them. Don't do that. And they'll use like fake PayPal. They go, we just transferred the PayPal. And it's a fake PayPal.
Yeah.
No. Cash. And then declare it to the tax man and pay the tax on that cash.
That's correct. That's the correct course of action.
Yeah. Have you been?
I've been all right. This has been a very heavy marking week. I'm a teacher. It's not any sort of confession about my standards. And so, I've been sort of looking at kids' work all day, and you get to a point where you go, am I reading this right now? I've had to take breaks and all that stuff. It's like revising. except it's someone else's results I might be messing up rather than my own.
Okay.
So it's a stressful business, but we are getting there, you know. And to be honest, having had that half-term break, it feels like I've never been away. But it's all groovy, all groovy. Jimbo, of course, has to come in with the facts of the situation.
Jimmy gets the facts wrong every time. He got the facts wrong on the 2.4 gigahertz and the 5 gigahertz. He got the facts wrong on the second speed awareness course. I don't know.
Well, listen, I think he's right on this one. You do not need to inform the taxman if your annual sales are below £1,000 because it is a hobby.
I got some bad news. So I've been pumping off with a man called Carl.
Yeah, chasing him around the garden twice a week,
personal
right?
trainer, and I'm really, really enjoying it. Although I can't walk properly. I'm walking like John Wayne at the moment.
Is it because your thighs are so big? You're
Yes.
going to become one of those men that can't put their arms down.
Chafing. Since the session on Monday, which involved carrying weights, I have not been able to click my right thumb anymore. Can't click it. One of life's great pleasures, and I know you get a lot of pleasure from me clicking my thumb very loudly by your ear.
I hate it.
I cannot do it anymore. I can't do it anymore.
Good.
And that has broken my heart.
You've spoilt it for yourself. I knew you would.
But look at this. Look at this. Right. Oh, Ian's so weedy. Is he?
Donk. Donk. Do you remember in Popeye when they used to do things like that and you'd see an engine room in there? There's pistons.
Oh, you're so skinny. But look at this as well.
Oh, yeah. All right, stop now. You'll have a prolapse.
Jim says I've been wrong twice. Any more examples? Yeah, just then. That's 3.
Manic Jazz, thanks for the life hack for marking.
Oh, cheats.
Not cheats. You've got to check and verify.
You gotta check them out, baby. Check them out, pretty little lady. Did you get a Switch 2?
A what now?
A Switch 2?
No, just a Switch.
Okay. That's
Why?
the end of that complex. Just came out this week, but big.
Why would I get one of them?
I don't know.
My kids spend too much time on screens. I'm not going to be encouraging them with more.
Picture Phil is emailing me about. I like Picture Phil. I like him a lot actually. King of the Hill is returning. I must reply because one day those emails will stop. He's got to be nearly 90 now. Picture Phil. I like Picture Phil. There's that thing.
He was definitely one of yours.
Yeah, he was. I got a lot of time for that guy. There's that.
Is that buzz again?
It's fun. It's fine. It's not. It isn't actually this, but it's fine. What I'll do this week is I'll go through all those wires.
You sure Shayla buzz?
And I'll fix it. What was I going to say? Oh, big. Hey, Ming Ball just rejoined.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ming.
After telling me that I need to buy a Switch, thanks, Ming Ball. I'll be using your hard-earned money.
Very
to
big
do so.
week. The last week, the biggest gig in the Man from Del Monte reunion phase has gone on sale. 1,450 capacity venue, December the 21st, big Christmas show, new album launch. It's the biggest show. It's the first time I've gone through a promoter. Turns out, because I don't know what I was doing with the first few gigs, I just did it.
Yeah.
And I just asked people and I made it up and I chat GPT'd it a bit and I just did it. It turns out, not only was I managing the band, I was also promoting the shows. Didn't know I was doing that. This time I've gone through another promoter and it's an unsettling experience, but it's gone on sale. We've sold we've sold about a quarter of the tickets already, first weekend. Let's get it going. Also, I have been asked to price up a package to take them to Spain. And the guys come back and say it's too expensive. So, I'm doing live stuff. But it's very, very exciting, very nerve-wracking. This is the biggest gig. And I'm confident it's going to sell out. It's going to sell well. I'm going to do very well. So that's kind of some of the big news. So much to talk about. Oh, I didn't talk about the Oxfam books. I don't think we've talked about.
What about the Oxfam?
So we're going back to the books. I got rid of 12 bags, 12 black sacks of books, right? And it was 10. It was 10. And you're talking about you can't get rid of them anywhere. There's a book like an Oxfam bookshop. It's not Oxfam, but the hospice bookshop, a book charity shop in Risborough. So I went in with 2 bags. I said, I've got another, I think at that point I had 8. I've got another 6 bags. I know it's a lot. Is that too many? She went, yeah, it's too many. We'll take those 2. It's like, okay, fine. Loads of charity shops. So I went into the other charity shops, said, right, I've got some black bags of books. Some went, no. Some went, are they non-fiction? Because only non-fiction sell.
Oh.
I went, no. Someone said, we'll take one. So I squeezed in another bag's worth into one. I was like, there you go.
Run away.
And then Oxfam said, we don't, but in Tame, there's an Oxfam book shop. They'll. I think at that point I had 3 bags left. They'll take them.
3 bags full, indeed.
Exactly. They'll take them. I went, okay, Tame's not that far. I'll phone up just to be... I'll phone up. So I phoned them up. Hello, Oxfam book Tame shop. I went, yeah, hello. I've got 2... It was 2. I've got 2 black bags full of books. They're all in really good condition. A lot of Beatles books, a lot of music books and stuff like that. Can I bring them in? Yeah, of course you can. Let me just get my diary. Sorry. Yeah, what we'll have to do is we'll have to book that in. Oh! I may have said, I see what you've done there. And we can do it, not next week, we can do it the Tuesday, the week after next. I said, I'm sorry, what? Yeah, we'll have to book it in. I said, it's just 2 bin bags, that's it. Yeah, we couldn't just take that. We'd have to book that in.
You've got to use the loading bay or something, why?
And I was very polite. In my head, I'm going, what the fuck? I'm very polite. I'm getting emotional. What are you talking about? I said, oh, no, I need to get rid of them today. And...
They're haunted.
He said, oh, okay. And that was that. That's weird, right? That's weird. Yes, if it had been, I've got 10 sacks of books.
I've got 2 lorry loads of books.
Yeah.
When can you take them?
Yeah. So then I put them there. Oh, maybe I haven't talked about this on this show. I think we've talked about it on the Zoom.
What?
Another Facebook Marketplace incident. Did we talk about the books and Facebook Marketplace on here? I don't think we did, because this happened last week. Oh my God. So the beginning of that Facebook Marketplace story didn't really mean a lot to you then, because there was a lot more we did on this show, not here. It was in the Zoom. It was in the Zoom.
I'm going to sneeze. Sorry, everyone.
That's right. You sneeze. Go on. Bless you.
Again.
There she is. That's my girlfriend.
Emissions.
That's my girlfriend sneezing. Right. So I put on the thing. There's about 100 books.
Another one
Right.
in
There we go.
Thank you, Gatford, for the blessings.
All right. Where was the first person? So there were 4 sacks of books, and they're good books, right? It ain't your crap. I might have blocked this person.
Well,
So I had the same thing where, oh, here we go. Is this still available? Yeah. Can I have, please? We'll get them picked up this evening. Certainly. Here's my address. Thank you. My stepdaughter has a book resale business. She'll be so happy. That's magic. Oh, I don't suppose you want a bookcase as well, do you? That would be fantastic. Thank you. The bookcase as well. That's great. Thank you. We'll message when my partner is on his way. He doesn't finish work till about 6:30, but he works near you, so he'll get there as soon as possible. No problem. I'm in all evening. Fab, see you later. Fab, see you later. She replied, you will. Kiss. You will. Hi, I'm so sorry. This is like a little bit later. If someone else asks, please let them go, as I don't drive, and my partner has hurt himself at work, and we are not sure if he will need an emergency operation.
the marketplace curse strikes again.
As soon as I read that, I went,
Here we go.
sorry to hear that. I hope everybody is okay soon. Thank you. If you still got them in a few days, I will defo have them. A few days later, you get rid of them? Yeah, hope your husband's better. Thank you. All right, so there's that. And then there was this one. I'd forgotten this one. In the end, this lovely...
Someone else's husband got it. No, the flight was grounded, wasn't it? That was
Yeah,
another one.
yeah. Then this woman came who wanted the 4 sacks. And they weighed a ton, right? And her car was... So I'm carrying the first sack, and an older lady, and she's chatting to me. And I said, can we put this in the car because it weighs a ton? And she opened the car, and it was crammed full of stuff like kiddies' toys and DVDs. She was like a portable hoarder. And so we're trying to shove this stuff in, and we got rid of them. And anyway, but then this was the one. Where was it? It's this guy. Hello. I'm interested in these books, but I don't live in the UK. I have some friends in Isleworth. If I pay you for the transport, would it be possible?
Wait, What situation, what circumstances would lead this guy to be browsing?
He's from Albania.
Why would he be browsing Facebook Marketplace here?
I replied, no, not a chance. And then I sent in Google Maps, which showed that Isleworth is 37 miles, aka an hour and a quarter away from me. I'm going to message him again. Why would you ask me to deliver and not ask your friend to collect? Bearing in mind, right, these books are free. They're free. The guy's in Albania. I've just messaged him. Why would you ask me to deliver and not ask your friend to collect? Honestly. Go on.
Gaffer's just said A&E is full of people without bookcases and sofas. And the nurse will say, let me guess, you were driving someone to a Facebook Marketplace sale, weren't you?
It's absolute. I forgot you hadn't heard about that story. Absolutely wild. When I buy stuff on Facebook Marketplace, I'm always very, very respectful. I always give a time that I can collect. And I always say, if it's a couple of days away, I always say, if I really want it, but if someone comes in sooner than me, let them have it and just let me know. That'll be fine.
Yeah.
You know, I always, because people don't want to be sitting on stuff for 2 or 3 days. I always, if it's like 30 quid, I might say we should take 25. If it's 15, 20 quid, fuck it, I'll pay 15, 20 quid. I'm not that bothered by it. And I go and I hand the money and I have the money, I have it in cash. I say, there it is. Thank you very much for your time. And I go, That's it. We'll see if this guy gets back to us tonight. It's absolutely, oh God, I hate that place. Just going to take stuff to the dump. Been to the dump twice this way. I love going to the dump.
Double dump.
Double dump. Double dump.
What about a boot sale? You should have done that.
Oh God, what do you think I am? Shola Amma. Now, there's a reference.
Oh yeah, she wasn't she?
There was. I remember years ago on LBC, someone phoned up and said, "Yeah, I just saw it was a boot sale on at the weekend. Saw Shola Amma." Oh, what was she just browsing? No, she was running a table. Does anyone else remember? Does anyone else? Gatford, do you remember that Shola Amma? She was like a singer, right?
You might need somebody. She sang that Randy Crawford song.
Okay,
she was really good.
Very
young.
Moomin says, there are QR codes above your head. Yes, scan them and pay for this. Scan that one to donate money to us, donate it, and that one to join us on Patreon. Yes, I know there are QR codes above it. So Shola Amma at a car boot sale.
Yeah.
Yes.
Happened. Well, the report happened.
Okay. All right. We went to what was billed as a fete.
Oh!
Where was it? Roald Dahl.
A festival, actually.
Festival. Where was it?
Great Missenden.
Great Missenden Festival.
It was like Miss Fest or something.
It was like Saturday. Catherine had mentioned it. We were sat on the sofa about 2:00, just slobbering around in our PJs. And I went, right, come on, let's just get up and let's just go to this thing. We go for an hour. Let's just get out and do something, right? And I'm glad we went. Because we saw a nice band and we had to go on the Dodgems. It wasn't a festival. It was a fairground.
It was a fairground.
With a stage.
I mean, the weather was not great. I do wonder whether it would have been bigger if the weather had been better. Maybe
Possibly.
Some people didn't come. We bought some very naughty cakes from a very naughty couple.
This is the thing, right? There was this whole thing of the cakes was a farce on so many levels. So it's these big old cakes.
I was the only one who understood the conversation.
Yeah. There was a lot. Neither of us were speaking the same language. So there was these big old cakes. And I went, oh, these look very, very... I said, these look disgustingly naughty or something like that, right? Like Hugh Grant trying to pick up a 25. Oh, you look disgustingly naughty. That kind of thing. And she said...
Not that he does that, but his fictional characters often do.
Yeah. Oh, we watched Heretic this week separately. What a film. What a film.
Don't Google, if you've not seen it, don't look anything up about it, just watch it.
Gatford saying on the LBC show, we had a Shola Amma correspondent. Gatford, this week I've been just talking with the RuneScape correspondent. If you can name him, I will give, without Googling it, I'll give £10 to a charity of your choice. But if you Google it, you owe me $1 million. So these big old cakes, and she said, they're all sugar and gluten, they're calorie and sugar free. Right? And I thought, they'll taste like shit. I went, okay. And then I saw one that had like custard creams in it. I was thinking, what? But so I thought they were calorie and sugar free.
She was clearly doing a joke.
Well, she wasn't clearly doing a joke.
She was. It was a cake joke.
She was doing a joke, but it wasn't clear. And then her husband said...
One of them had a Snickers on top of it.
That's what confused me.
Why is it confusing? Trust your eyes.
Gatford says, is Radanfi... No, it was... I've forgotten his name, Jordan Meakin. Anyway, hello, Jordan, if you're watching. Then the husband came up and said, well, now, we recognise you. You're famous, right? And I went, yeah. And the woman said, oh, you were on Celebrity. And I went, yeah, I was. But she didn't say Celebrity Get Me Out of Here. She said Celebrity Bubble or something.
No.
Celebrity Dibble.
Celebability.
So she said, oh, you were on Celeb. I went, yeah, I was.
We went to see it. You were great.
You were on Celebability. Was it Celebability?
Celebability. Which I think is a terrible title. It's probably a very good show.
And I thought she had like a brain injury, genuinely, and couldn't say celebrity. So, because we went to see you on it. I think, oh, did I mishear? Maybe she means one of the Big Brother spin-off shows.
I think you jumped in on celeb. You went,
yeah, I did.
Because I'm a celeb, right?
Yeah. No, I am. You're a nobody.
Wow, that's the first time you ever said that to me. I knew it was coming.
Okay, listen. So,
wow.
So,
wow.
But so I thought that she, and then she said, "Oh, who hosted it?" And I thought, "Oh shit, I think we're talking about a different show." So I went, "Oh, I don't remember. It was so long ago." And then she named. Yeah, someone.
She was naming like people from Made in Chelsea and Towie, and I thought he's definitely not been on anything.
And I realised, oh shit, we are talking about a different thing. Now, I could have said, oh, I'm so sorry, I misheard you. I have no idea what Celeb Double is, but I was in I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. I stole the strawberries. I don't remember that. Toff was in it, and I didn't. Instead, I went, yeah, it was fun. It was fun.
We walked away and I thought, is that one I don't know about?
The whole conversation was based... But then as we walked away, I'd get my cake out and it's got like biscuits in. There's a custard cream on it. So I said, how has this got no sugar or calories in it? It's got custard cream in it. I'm absolutely straight. And you went, what? I said, well, she said it's calorie free. And you went, well, she was obviously joking. Oh, fuck.
Oh, Ian.
Didn't get
it. Ian. Is this what it's going to be like as you get old?
I am old. I'm 52 on Monday. I was thinking, the distance back from now to the year before COVID, that same distance, I'll be 60.
Oh. Right.
That's turning you on, chattering of the teeth, or oh fuck, I'm going out with...
That's me doing some maths.
Des O'Connor.
That's me doing some death maths.
It's not... It's actually, if you do the maths properly, that's not actually true.
Okay.
But it's near enough. It's close enough for jazz.
Wow. Well, looking forward to Monday when you get a step closer.
I'm coming round to your house Monday and you're making me a birthday tea.
Oh, is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct. Why have I written Catherine Timing? We know that I have to tell you.
Oh, I know.
Go on.
Because I went into the kitchen just as something went off and I went, and you heard me say to myself in a congratulatory tone, timing. I was doing something in the kitchen, thought I'm just going to nip to the loo and come back. And I came back having washed my hands and done all the right things.
Well done.
Just as the buzzer went off and I was like, yeah, timing.
Why did I write that down?
Because you thought it was hilarious. Because you were not supposed to hear it.
Here's what we're going to do.
I think I'm really good at doing that, by the way. I think it's from being in live radio. I know that a wee takes 2 minutes.
Dunk says, are you going to have any midlife things, Harley Davidson? No, I've crossed my I'm well over halfway.
You sold the scooter.
She's my midlife crisis. I'm well over halfway. I'm past that. I'm past that. If you're listening to this podcast on your podcast service of choice, we're going to stop. But you're going to get another one later in the week. Do support the show. We're grateful that you listen for free every week, and we jokingly call you freeloaders. But step up to the plate. and
we're not joking about that.
Support us. Go over to patreon.com. I was 52 last year. You was 52 last year. No, I wasn't. What? Pugwash says, you was 52 last year. It was hell. I was 50. Oh my God, Pugwash! Jesus. Is that what happens at 53?
You start thinking you was me.
Is that what happens at 53? Oh my God, you quantum leap into me? What? Dear God.
Oh boy.
Patreon.com/Ian and Catherine. Ian and Catherine with a K. Do support the show. Chowsy chow chows.